Hello, I'm Stuart McBride, and welcome to my College 100 Foundations of Online Learning presentation. For my career interest topic, I chose port operations. I chose this topic because I'm fascinated with the planning and facilitating involved to move massive amounts of cargo to countries all over the world. I am pursuing a degree in transportation and logistics management, and I will prove my thesis on how, despite security concerns, sea lift is arguably the most efficient way to move cargo to destinations worldwide. In this next slide, I embedded an introductory video titled The Art of Stevedore. This video shows an inside look at port operations workers in action. Unfortunately, once I saved as an MPEG file, the video no longer plays. Please pause this presentation and copy-paste the link shown into your browser before moving forward. Welcome back. I hope you enjoyed the video. I'll tell you more about the stevedores soon. However, first, let's look at the history behind maritime logistics as we ask, when and where did it all begin? Maritime trade has been around since 1st century BC. However, worldwide maritime logistics traces back to the 15th century with Chinese Admiral Zhang He, who was famous for exploring Indian ports as well as ports in Africa and throughout Asia. This marked the beginnings of international trade and led to 3 big discoveries. Christopher Columbus's discovery of America, the discovery of Africa, and the realization that the Earth was round versus flat. In the 19th century, Singapore, Hong Kong, and Calcutta led international trade in Asia. This was mainly due to the geographic location amongst trading countries, the multimodal transportation means, and the opening of the Suez Canal. According to Chu, Li, and Tang, historically, almost all goods transported worldwide have been carried by sea, with the current estimate stands at approximately 90% by volume and 70% by worth. I know you're probably thinking to yourself, that is a lot of cargo moving. Who is responsible for ensuring property makes it to where and when it needs to be in place? To answer this, you need to learn more about the employees working port operations. There are a multitude of occupations at a seaport that you can pursue. However, for the sake of this presentation, let's focus on the port operations manager, the stevedores, and the general port operatives. The port operations manager oversees daily operations within a port or multiple ports. They interact with customers and business partners, promote a safe work environment, ensure successful incoming and outgoing shipments, and manage all staff workers. They work approximately 10 to 12 hours a day and are on call in case of emergencies. The port operations manager's salary ranges from $37,500 to $75,000 annually based on experience and seniority. Next, we have the stevedore. Stevedores are responsible for loading and offloading cargo containers from ships. They operate a wide range of vehicles to include cranes, forklifts, trailers, electric trolleys, and various conveyance vehicles when required. As a stevedore team leader or supervisor, you can make as much as $43,000 annually. And then there are the general port operatives. These port workers are responsible for cargo handling, packaging shipments, manifesting, fueling ships, directing vehicles, and various other tasks. General port operatives begin at entry level. However, as a supervisor, they can make as much as $43,000 a year. So now that I've discussed some of the positions working to ensure successful port operations, let's talk about the procedures and the documentation that is involved. COLL mentions there are 16 documents required to ensure successful cargo shipment. And of the 16 mentioned, there are 8 principal export documents and 8 auxiliary export documents. A system known as a Line Documentation System, or ADS, houses a subsystem called Master Document 1. This system was designed to expedite the documentation process. The subsystem also recognizes like data fields and eliminates the need to re-accomplish entries on multiple forms. According to COLL, an exporter can develop 14 out of 16 commercial documents with the help of Master Document 1. Once all the proper documentation is submitted and reviewed, the general port operatives work to load the shipping containers. The stevedores hoist those containers onto the ship's deck, and then the general port operatives secure the tie-down straps to ensure protection of the property, as well as safety to the ship's crew during transport. Another protection measure associated with port operations is U.S. Customs inspections. These government agents are responsible for ensuring safety of our ports. They do this by regulating cargo shipments within the country. Customs agents protect against drug trafficking, illegal immigration, and contraband, or illegal imports and exports entering and leaving the United States. According to the Department of Homeland Security website, the CBP provides security and facilitation operations at 328 ports throughout the country. By doing so, this helps the port operations manager focus on the port and the international deliveries which must take place. So we know U.S. Customs protects our seaports, however there's another enemy at large that affects our shipments once the ship leaves the harbor. I'm talking about piracy attacks. From 2000 to 2010, piracy attacks were at an all-time high. The majority of these attacks were made off the coast of Somalia. According to Burlando, Cristia, and Lee, pirate attacks grew by an average of 48.1% per year from 2000 to 2010. Approximately $6 billion has been allocated towards counter-piracy efforts, thanks to an organization called Oceans Beyond Piracy. There were a total of 176 piracy attacks in the year 2011. This number decreased significantly, with only 36 attacks in 2012 and just 7 unsuccessful attempts in 2013. Piracy attacks have been dramatically decreased in the past years, thanks largely in part to local community involvement, international military efforts, and nonprofit organizations assisting with funding mitigation research and enhanced security. We've talked about the impressive history, learned about the port operators, discussed procedures involved with shipping cargo, and I spoke about security concerns and the measures taken to improve security. So where are we with maritime logistics today? Shipping goods via sea lift transportation is cost effective. This is mainly due to the available space afforded on these colossal sized ships. According to GoMaritime.net, the Maersk Triple E is 1/4 mile long and taller than London's Olympic Stadium. The ship industry is growing and new emerging ports are competing with big business. In China, according to Hellenic Shipping News, 18 lesser-known ports have reached the 200 million 20-foot equivalent unit, or TEU, shipping containers throughput level by 2015, while in Shanghai, Shenzhen, and Ningbo, the top 3 ports in the country, these have shown little to no progression. Additionally, technology advancements are ensuring faster and more efficient movements while reducing delivery timelines, as well as reducing toxic emissions and pollution in the air. According to GoMaritime.net, all of these advancements are only the start, as further specialized methods are pushing the maritime industry towards a green and environmentally friendly era. So in conclusion, I hope you've enjoyed my presentation. I debated my thesis on how historically maritime shipping has been effective for many years. Port operators are continuously expediting the shipping process. Measures are being taken to eliminate safety and security concerns, and statistics today show ongoing and future advancements in this industry. Thank you for watching, and please stay tuned for my Works Cited page. I'm Stuart McBride.